Yes. So this is who we're with, and his song or scripture is the 23rd Psalms. It's the Lord is my shepherd. I saw where you indicated that your lovely mom, your earth, your portal into this dimension, that she's not a big hugger or a kisser, show of
Right.
affection in that sense.
Yeah, and you and that because she see you, man. She give you so much love from here, from her heart to her
Yeah.
mouth. But since I was a kid, my mother has never. People like because they think, oh, she's so sweet. I say, yeah, but she doesn't. She has never ever embraced me. But she'll like you if I was going out of town. Okay, now you take Jesus with you. You
Right.
hug her. You call me when you get there.
Right.
So one friend said, hey, just try to hug her, and I do, and she just kind of
Yeah.
she kind of
Yeah.
it's just her, but she'll take a bullet for you,
Of
It's the
course.
strangest thing. Yeah,
Well,
never ever.
and
Yeah,
a lot of us in the South, they were raising us to be tough.
that's you know what? That's it, brother.
You
That's
know,
it.
yeah,
That's
the boys weren't doing a lot of hugging and kissing, and
yes,
you know,
yes, yes. I
yeah,
think that's really good. Being single mother too, you know,
yeah,
she made sure that she wouldn't allow. I like, oh, mom, I just love you. Okay, boy, get away from me now. Get
yeah,
away from me.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she wouldn't allow me.
Well, all the important stuff she did, and
All the importance, absolute. She prayed for me. She was always, she's always talking about, I'm praying for you, baby. And she, like you said, she looking out for you. She could read people like that. So yeah, man.
absolutely. And our
I wish you
co-host,
watch what I wish you watched Malcolm X though. I mean, I wish you would at least watch Malcolm X one time all the way through.
well, it's amazing to me that you were like Broadway, like off Broadway. I mean, that's made it. Like you're doing leads in Broadway, and your family's like, when you gonna be on TV? And that's just so our community.
Right.
That's
Yeah. They
you
don't
know,
understand nothing about that at all.
Mom, I just won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Right.
Yeah, when you getting that new
You gonna be
Cadillac,
on
baby? Buy your mama a house. You know,
right.
yeah.
That's the truth. That is the truth, man.
Man. So yeah, our my co-host, he's having a technical issue.
Okay.
We hope he can get back. So we'll keep this going. I wanted to ask you, what is your take on Black Lives Matter?
Okay. I just heard recently they got nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. I love what it started this global this global protest of people from all over Italy and France, because we know everywhere that you have dark skin, you're catching hell. Let's be real. Okay. The only thing I have issue with the Black Lives Matter, and I put this up, I've actually put that on Facebook. I'll say I love you and all that, but I would say, where's your black ass when these mothers are losing their kids to the gang violence? I don't, when they have this carnage in Chicago and Little Rock, Arkansas, and South Central, and Cleveland, you
Hmm.
can name them. I have been there. I've
Hmm.
held mothers in Washington, D.C., who 15-year-old daughters got killed from the gangbangers because they didn't give them the phone number. She said, I'm underage. He don't care, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
He'll knock on the door. Lady said the guy knocked on her door and told the boy, "Are you gonna join?" He said, "No, shoot the boy right there." Like, what the parents are gonna do? You gonna snitch on? We'll come back and kill all of you. So that my issue with Black Lives Matter. And I say again, take your black asses there and hug these young mothers, all right, who are losing their kids every damn day, every damn week. Okay. And yeah, I have anger about that. As much as I love President Obama, the one issue I had about him, you are from Chicago. What it would mean to those kids if you would come in that limousine, the president, and say, look, y'all, I love you. I don't like what's going on. Ain't that's all. So for me, yeah, the Black Lives Matter, yeah, I love them. You like with it, like I have issues with my mother. I have issues it with, we got to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So
Man.
yes, I love them what they're doing towards the police brutality and all that. But I got issues. I gotta watch out for the racist white cop who might be a member of the KKK. A lot of them are. There's a lot of good cops, so let's face it.
Yeah,
The
there are.
KKK, they said they were going to do that. They were going to take away the hoods and join the be in the government and all that. So they were true to that. Now I got to deal with the gangbangers. I can't wear a certain color or
Right.
be out at a certain time of night because they
Right.
don't care about no black power.
Right.
Okay. They don't care. They're just about that green. That they got their certain territory. They dealing drugs and making that bank, making that green, and they will
Facts.
kill me.
Over
Okay,
nothing.
you don't address that. So I got to deal with the racist cops. Then I got to deal with this young brother that look at me as an opportunity to murder me and rob me.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, I think I'm in agreement with you on that, as far as, BLM, in the essence, and their movement to, stamp out, I guess, police brutality, bravo. And then on the flip side of that, though, I've had a brother come on here. I haven't researched it, but he said that they're headquartered right between in DC, right between the DNC and Amazon or something like that, George Soros. So it feels a little weird when you start, and then all that money's pouring in, and what are they doing with all that money?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right?
I
But
know that.
seriously, what are they doing with all the money?
Wow.
I
Because I
mean,
know
it's
that
just
Korean group gave them a big donation too. That pop
money.
group.
Money was pouring in, especially after George Floyd. Money poured
Oh,
in, and
wow.
right. And I'm just wondering. I'm not saying they're stealing it. I'm just
Right. But where?
how much does it cost to hold a flag and rally people around organically
That's the
and say,
truth. That's the truth. Yes.
so it goes back to what you're saying. Then when the mom's crying, maybe you can use some of that money and be there feeding people and feeding them. Right.
Oh, wouldn't
Right.
that be?
Wouldn't that be humanitarian? And then you get the Nobel Prize, and then people could say, great.
Yes. Now you really. Oh, be the feeding the. Oh, you just said it, man.
You
Oh
know,
my Lord.
you know.
Yeah. That's
Well,
it.
Well, want to shift gears somewhat. What measures do you think our community, the urban community, should do to close the economic gap between us and our white or pink counterparts?
Well, again, that I have a living example of that. A pastor in Livingston, Alabama.
Okay.
He has like a third grade education, about 3 feet tall. And anyway, someone told me about it. I went there to try to get money for a movie and all that. And anyway, he was telling me that he had all these people on welfare. So he said, "Look, give me your welfare checks. You get, and we're gonna take all these checks. We're gonna bank this money. We're gonna buy land. We're gonna buy livestock." Man, they did that, and pretty soon, and then they were not supposed to buy anything except among the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
$200 million. So now the whites in town were calling him a cult. But it's not that. He did like the Mormons did. So I would say to close that, what we need to do is, I know you got the drugs and all that. That's another, you gotta root that out. But the leaders are not addressing that. Because still, if you just started segments of that happening within the Black community, it would take us to another level, where because you got the Black banks and all that too. But if you buy from the Black merchants and you circulate that money among, it's a no-brainer. They've done it. They've shown you. The Jewish people have shown you. The Italians have shown you. The Mormons have shown you. Right, that you put that dollar together and keep it among that community, because everybody else is gonna be fine, But you suffering because, and it's so simple to do, it's so simple to do. But I don't know why the leaders don't really hammer that home,
Well, I was postulating. I did a thought experiment on our show yesterday. You take a town like Gary, Indiana, or Riverdale in Illinois, and they just extended the L train out there, so that's huge, right? But you take a town like that, Harvey, these places, some of these areas have gotten run down, Flint, Michigan, where you can buy a property for $5,000. You get 1,000 Black men, right? And the emphasis is on black men. And if they have families, fine. If they don't, whatever. But you get 1,000 black men who have the capital, no bank loans, to buy the property outright and fix it up, right? So now property values are going up, and then now you're voting for mayors. You're taking over the whole town, the whole structure, and everyone. So the Green Bay Packers, for instance, that is owned by the city. So you know how they cheer for that team because they're all in bed and the money goes back to the city. So now it's a co-op. I'm not talking communism. I'm saying a co-op. So there's a bank or credit union that's in this town. It's black owned, and it's owned by those 1,000 men and other men who want to move into the community. We're going to get you shares in these major places, the grocery stores, these major places, so that you will now be an idiot. I don't even have to talk to you at the barbershop and say, why are you going across town to spend money on it? Because it's cheaper and I'm black and I'm ignorant. I don't even have to have those conversations because, right, you're taking money out of your own kids. Go to the store in the neighborhood. Right.
Absolutely.
We can do that.
I love that, man.
We can do that.
Yes.
Now we're not brain wrestling with police unions and the union said there's no more of that. We have our own mayors. We rebuild Black Wall Street and and that's it.
Rebuild Black Wall Street, brother. I got a chill, brother, right there. I'm getting I'm bathing in chills right now. But that is so true.
Yeah, but us, and I'm saying us, we tend to do is, I don't want to live in Gary. Gary wasn't, there's white flight, and then now there's a phenomenon called black flight. Yeah. And so, like Self Luv's neighborhood, he's in a beautiful community right next to the Lake Michigan, and so what makes a community is the people and the culture and the food. It's how we act,
That's right.
Right. So, that's what I would tell our people, stop saying we want to live in Beverly Hills and let's build our own Beverly Hills.
Yes. No, I thought about that the other day because it was brother Keith Henderson. He's a pastor. He's from Gary, Indiana, and he was on with Bishop Jackson. And I was thinking about that. I said, you know what? It's something needs to be done with Gary, but Lord, what, Lord? We need a strategy, Lord. We need like a divine strategy. But what you're saying, I like that. I like that idea. I know we got that drug element that we'd have to deal with, but not to just say, leave it to them. It's a hopeless cause. It ain't.
They're going to be owners as well. They're going to be owners as well. See, one thing in every society, you're going to
skin in the game.
Yes, in every society, you're going to have that element. Everywhere you're gonna have it. You're gonna have it. You can't pray it away. You can't, this is biblical. It's gonna be the poor always. But here's the thing. Yes, but there's a balance. Say like 20% of people who may not have the education or who may not have the money, we'll cap it at that in Gary, and those are the renters. But everybody else is ownership. Even your home is in that co-op, so that. Yes, so that everybody's maintaining it. And then now, why are you spray painting on our house? That's our house, right? It's not mind your business. That ain't your house. No, that is. That's our house. Right. Right.
I love it. I love it, brother. I love it.
And we can make it happen. But share